Shweta has a great sense of humor.
मत बोल साकिब मत बोल प्लीज मत
No,
बोल
it's very good.
This is
guys for
sarcastic.
better jokes please
So, what were your first thoughts when you read the script of Comedy Couple, both of you?
I thought it was damn unique. The idea was a lot of fun. It was about two stand-up comics and their life on stage and off stage. So I thought something like that hadn't been done. Of course, there have been relationship films, but stand-up comedy was never at the forefront of it. So I think the world is very interesting. The comedy of the film is really, really good. And the bunch of people who are making it are a lot of fun. So I put everything together and I thought, this is it. यही पिक्चर करूंगा मैं कोरोना के टाइम में.
so when this script came along first of all I loved the premise it was very fresh very unique I had never seen there was no context to any other project where you have stand-up comedians who are a couple who are the central pieces of the story and how they use their interpersonal relationships their life experiences as content pieces on stage. So I think as an actor, it was very challenging, something I'd never done before. Comedy, especially, and out there, right? It's like not just comedy, you're comedians in the story, right? And also, we both, Saqib and I, as Zoya and Deep, have an on stage and an off stage personality. It was refreshing, something very new, chilled out people, and comedy. You know, I think we needed this year for sure.
That most of the stand-up comics draw humor from their personal experiences. So, how did you manage to actually enact that on the stage? Because you were enacting and those were not your personal experiences. So, was it difficult to bring that on, like in the film?
I think it was one of the most exciting parts to actually understand how stand-up comedians land on jokes, how they pick their experiences and bring them onto the stage. What was difficult was to not go overboard because it's already so well written. And me and Saqib, we shared, as I told you, shared a camaraderie. And as co-stars, you anyway so much feeding on your co-stars' energies. Acting is so much about responding and reactions, and as couple, as a pair, we are performing stand-up pieces on the stage, so we were definitely dependent on each other's spontaneity. So I think all of that put together has brought the performance out, but they were wonderfully written scenes by themselves, so we just had to really just personalize it and not overdo it and just maintain the thin line. I think that was the difficult part.
I want to challenge myself. And every time I'm doing something, I should feel like I won't be able to do it. It's only then that I'll keep pushing myself and keep trying to do something. So yes, it was difficult because like you very rightly said that stand-up comics feed off their real life and their personal stories on stage, and these were stories that were not ours. These were stories that were written in the script. So we had to personalize them, and luckily we had a workshop. We workshopped for about 7 to 8 days before the film began, and we tried to make the stand-up pieces our own, add little anecdotes from our own life in those stand-up pieces. That what if you were talking about our childhood, we tried to bring out our childhood memories and try and see if something can match there, or just rehearse those stories so much that they actually become muscle memory and they become your stories. So I think there was that investment that all of us put in, because when you're making a comedy film, you yourself have to have fun while making it for people to have fun when they watch it. It was enjoyable. It was a lot of fun. Yes, challenging, but I didn't see it as something that I couldn't do. I saw it as something that I couldn't do, but I wanted to do. I think the comedy scenario is really good at this point. There are a lot of really good stand-up comics, and there are comics who are doing shows all over the world. So as a profession, if you look at it, it's doing really well. We have tons of stand-up. I watch a lot of Kunal Kamra, Zakir Khan, Anubhav Bassi, Aditi Mittal, Sumukhi Suresh, all these guys a lot. I spend a lot of time, not only because I'm doing a film on stand-up comedy, but I genuinely enjoy stand-up comedy. So, and you're right, in the last few years, this profession has really done well, and now we have people who we look up to in this profession, who are actually the real heroes of the society, who are talking about things that the leaders of the country should be talking. But there are some certain stand-up comics who are taking up issues which are important. So I think, yes, man, it's a great profession, and it was lovely being a stand-up comic.
I have been an audience for many, many years now. Even back when we were in school, in high school, we used to go attend AIB's live shows that used to happen in South Bombay. I think in Metro Cinema, they used to do this stand-up called The Royal Turds. And we used to attend a lot of those shows. At the Blue Frog, there used to be live comedy sets that used to happen. And online, you've seen. So I've been an audience for a while. It's obviously, I think, it's amazing how they can say a really important issue. It could be social, it could be political, it could be anything, or it could be their own breakup or their own bad day at work, with so effortlessly and in a way that it makes you laugh and makes you think at the same time. I think it's a beautiful art form, and I have so much respect and such high regard for these artists. I think that's a lot of work, and hats off to these artists. Yeah.